How's everybody doing? Welcome to the barn. I'm not Chris, but I am trying to talk like him a little bit. It's nice to see everybody here tonight. We got with us Ray, Nashville Flipper. I wanted to play some smooth jazz and intro you the way you intro your guest.
It's
And
funny how it's like everyone. It's like it's just like a copyright free song that I found on YouTube, to play. But I think it's like part of like the thing now.
yeah. I like the smooth jazz and
Smooth
the,
jazz.
the sultry voice over the
Yeah,
top.
Katie gave me a really hard or a fun time about it when she was on the pod this week. So
Nice. But yeah, we're going to chat a little bit about everything. We're going to chat about the Nashville meetup that's coming up, find out more about Ray and what he's got going on and the different platforms he sells on. And he's probably going to tell us how he's also quitting eBay and going to sell exclusively on Dibdit.
I keep hearing that. Like, is that like a thing that people are doing?
Dave, ADH Dave, he has officially declared he's left eBay and he's only going to be selling strictly on District now. And it's kind of started like a little avalanche of sellers who are kind of in his wake, who are kind of pulling in behind and trying to, hey, looks like we got a guest coming in. But yeah, there's some guests. There's some. Let me get things moving around here. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, there's people coming in behind Dave who are, I wouldn't say they're going exclusively live selling, but yeah, a lot of people are kind of doing that. What's up, Chris?
He can't. I don't think he can hear us.
Oh, so we can say anything we want to right now.
I think so. Yeah.
Like we could.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing about that. Like Dave has an invested interest of doing that, and so bringing the people along him, it doesn't even like. And I don't know this for sure, but it sounds like a very like pump and dump kind of situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I could be. I hope I'm completely wrong, but I don't know Dave like that at all. But it sounds like intentionally like doing it so like other people can come along because he has an invested interest in selling on discount. He gets out of whatever the sales are.
Yeah, I think kind of what his kind of thing was behind it was if you know Dave, he has a hard time keeping up with inventory and everything else, and so he's kind of decided that if he sells live, he don't have to like keep inventory or store inventory. He can just kind of get it out. And there's been a lot of talk about also he lives in an area, Florida, where he can get a lot of good inventory pretty quickly, pretty easily. So there you go. What's up? Let's see, in the chat we got Marcia from Red Cardinal Treasures. How you doing, Marcia?
There we go, Chris.
Chris,
can you hear us?
Hey, he's here. I've been holding it down till you got here, Chris.
All right, can you hear me?
Yeah, your mic's not on. You're using your computer mic. Sounds like. Okay. We got Teresa in the chat. What's up, Teresa?
What's up, Teresa? Grams and Pop Vintage. Good to see you.
Oh, we got my favorite, King G, the International Mystery.
Shout out to King.
How about now?
That sounds better. Yeah, we got you.
All right. Everyone, welcome to the show. I ain't got the camera set up or nothing, man. I was out, man. I'm sorry.
We're way past that, Chris.
Right? Yeah. Thanks, Ray. Glad to have you here, man.
Glad to be here.
Let me get some things. Y'all go ahead and do what you're doing. Let me get things situated. I'm just running behind today.
Yeah, we're just kind of saying hey to everybody that's dropped in the chat. We'll see Ken SSK Promos in there. You know Ken pretty well, don't you, Ray?
I do. One of my best buddies, my boy Ken.
Yeah. What happened to the draft show that you guys did? I hadn't seen that in a while.
I mean, it's still on the docket. It's not like we just holidays and everything. We took a break, and those breaks get long, and it's just one of those things. We'll revisit it for sure here. Well, probably soon, hopefully soon.
I know Ken's good friends with Santa, and Santa's got a Santa during Christmas. So
that's right. That's right.
Awesome.
What's up, Sue? Good to see you, Sue.
Yeah, Sue. So
names in the chat that I have not seen in such a long time because we don't do live shows. That's
yeah.
as we need to.
That is one of the pluses of doing live shows. You get some audience interaction, some chat interaction. So I always enjoy
Mhm.
that.
I love it.
The biggest jerks and sarcastic people are not here yet.
Who's that? Who is that?
That'd be Todd,
Ken's here.
silver hair stacker. He's a smarty britches. Enjoy having him around. So
Oh, what's he bringing in? What's he got? What you got over there, Chris?
He brought in a freaking buffet.
Yeah, he's got some like ribs and baked potato and some mac and cheese. What you
Man,
got over there?
I'm gonna tell you something, man. It's been one of them days, man, where I've just been running ragged. I got up this morning and I had to let me catch my breath. I had the whole time I had the truck still running and the car door open. So this morning I got up and I had to go. I come out here and I had to finish packing up my whatnot orders from yesterday, which was 37 of them, and I finished that. And then as I was doing it, I was on TikTok Live and I was notified that eBay started their category change or not category, but condition change for the clothing. And I was like, oh, crap. So I had to switch over and go ahead and I took all my clothing off the store. And so I can go through the clothing and make sure it's the right condition it's supposed to be in. So I've been doing that all day. Then I ran another whatnot show, and then I had to leave. And I text Brad. I was like, "Man, I'm gonna be right there. I'm gonna be there in a few minutes. I'm on my way." So, so this is my dinner.
Are you only selling Garbage Pail Kids on Whatnot? Is that what you do?
On this on my Buck Mountain channel, or whatever you want to call it, on Whatnot.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I do Garbage Pail Kids there.
How many different profiles do you have on there?
I got two. I got another one called Topher's Turns. I just started it, and I'm only I haven't sold anything on there. I got it specifically so I could sell other stuff.
Okay. Why don't you just do everything under one thing?
I would like to, because the simple fact I've already passed the 1,000 sale threshold and all that, so you get the immediate payout. But the problem is I don't want to confuse my customers.
I think as long as it's categorized, like when you do the show, I don't think it really matters.
You don't think it does?
No, I don't.
Because I got a bucket full of, well, not a bucket, but a tote full of hats over here.
Yeah.
I got 56 hats that I want to get run somewhere.
Yeah, I don't think it really, I don't think that's my, because I don't think it matters, because your shows can be categorized and you can sell specific things on specific shows.
Right.
Like I sell Pokemon and consumer electronics on the same profile, and nobody ever really gets confused. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's my opinion.
Well, maybe I'll give it a try. I'll put a hat show up and see what happens on this one. I mean, if I can do it, I'll do it, because it's a different category. I do know I got an invite today from Whatnot to do their, they send out invites every so often. It's the first invite I've ever got from them for a Whatnot car show in April.
Oh, yeah. You get one of these cool little deals here. And then you get I got a mat right here. You get a little some little swag. This is cool though, because when you start, when you sell stuff, you can just play, the card or whatever, and you can just, place it right there to show off, whatever they pulled or whatever.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
And it moves around. So I wonder if I got that email too. I want to look at. I got to look at it.
Yeah, I got it today. So I signed up. I've already scheduled a day and a time and put a show in for April 4th at 11 a.m. But we've been doing really good with these blasters, these new series, this Chrome 7 on GPK.
Really?
We pulled a red refractor Dead Ted 5 of 5, a bookend yesterday. I mean, it was a beautiful 5 of 5.
Card. Nice.
Yeah, it's about a $400 card is what they're telling me.
So. I think I might have a Dead Ted, like the OG version.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Let's see.
Sounds like you guys speak each other's language.
I'll show you this.
Right.
This is the last cool one that I pulled. Chris, check this
Oh,
out.
I
One
see
of
you just
one.
started following me on Whatnot too.
Yeah. One of one.
Is that
It's
a plate?
the plate
Yes.
for this card right here.
That is sweet. Yes.
The black for the plate.
What series is that one?
This one is it's the Topps Chrome, but I can't remember what it was, you know.
So in the blasters, they got a special artist, Rory McQueen, and
Uh-huh.
that's the only place you can get any of his artwork. Except you can pull the autos out of the hobby, but you can't pull just regular stuff. But this is the Dead Ted that was pulled yesterday. It's a
Yeah,
red
let's see
5 of
it.
5.
Oh, that's different than the original artwork. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, this is a Chrome 7. It's a 5 of 5. This is like a $400 card, red refractor.
Nice.
So we pulled a
I like those garbage pail kids. I like opening them up, and
yeah.
I usually throw them into when people order stuff on Whatnot. I'll throw in a card in there for them. I like that.
This is a blue wave refractor. What's the number? Okay, it's a 59 out of 75 on this one. I don't know if you guys see that good. Anyway,
I'm curious. I am curious, Chris. So, what do you sell the packs for?
I don't sell the packs. I do breaks. So we do what we
Okay.
call digi breaks. So each card has a number at the top corner.
Okay.
And so the breaks are from 1 through 0. And so any, like, say if you're in the break, you get a spot, you pick your own spot. And so say you pick spot 8. Well, every card in that break that ends with number 8, you get. Now the ones that don't have numbers, there's a randomizer wheel that we put in, so everybody that's in the break gets a shot at that card. Like in the Chrome 7, there's no numbers on the autos. So when you pull an auto, everybody in the break gets a shot at getting that auto.
So how much is one number? Like what does it cost?
In the Chrome 7 for a 4-box blast on a 4 blaster box breaks is $15 a spot.
$15 a spot.
Yeah, with the Chrome 7, there's also an AN card, which is all new artwork. And that card is a spot by itself. It starts at a buck and go. Whatever it ends up with, that's what it goes with. But it's got some really nice cards in there. I've seen that spot go as high as $70.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's a good community on there. Okay. So for instance, the show that you did today, how many packs did you open?
By the way,
sorry, Brad, I'm just super curious about how
Chris has found someone that's speaking his language, and he's lit up like a Christmas tree right now. Hey, by the way, while he's finding that, I want to shout out our partner in crime, Leroy, who couldn't make it to the scene of the crime because he is feeling bad today. He's been in bed all day sick. So you guys say a prayer for him. He's in the chat there. And yeah, Leroy, I'm going to have to look and see if I got some Playmobil cards. I saw we have Jimmy Williams 4 in there. Jimmy Old School Flips in the chat.
Up, Jimmy.
Texas Bandit. Yeah, I'm going to have to write my favorite auntie a letter, a very long letter, while Ray and Chris chat.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, looky here. We got Wolfman's Goodies in the chat.
There we go. Howdy, everyone.
All right. So there's 4 packs per box. So you get, 7 packs per box, 4 cards in each pack. So on a 4-box break, you get 112 cards. That's actually more cards than one hobby box. So one hobby box goes for 15 and up also. But of course, I've seen hobby boxes. They're jacking them up pretty high. Like they'll start them at 15, but the people are running them to like 20, 21 right now. Okay. I mean, it's a brand. This Chrome 7's only been out a week. It came released on the 14th. So it's just.
So
running.
How many spots did you sell today?
I did one break today before I had to go. So I sold 11 spots because you had the AN spot as extra. So today,
how much does the spot sell? Like, I'm just curious to see how much money you made.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now. Let me get to it over here. I'll tell you what because you got the payout part. So $142.55.
Pretty good on a what, like a $40 blaster?
No, these. So if you buy the blaster separate, it's $20.
20.
But I buy them by case, 40 boxes a case, which is right around $789 is what it costs for a whole case.
That's pretty good. That's a pretty good profit margin there, guys. You hear that?
No. So.
And then the shipping is easy peasy.
Oh,
Plain
yeah.
white envelope, Chris?
What's that?
Plain white envelope, or do you like the one-on-ones you probably put it in a little?
Look, man, I put them in. No,
Little bubble?
Because it's not a single card. You know, you're gonna have a whole bunch, but I put them in.
Oh, gotcha.
If you got one spot, I can put that in a 9x6x1 padded envelope. If you got two spots or more, I usually put it in a small flat rate box.
Got it. So it's still like the max shipping. It'd be like $8, whatever the max shipping price is.
Something like that. I don't like doing the max shipping because if you ever noticed with max shipping, if you go over the 5-pound thing deal on it, they charge the seller the next $8 and whatever it is, or it's $9.21 now because they went up. But
okay,
so
gotcha.
I don't like doing that.
Do you ever go over the 5 pounds on the cards? Probably not, right?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, one time they charged me extra, and I had to send them proof that hey, he didn't go over 5 pounds on this order, and they charged me for an extra $8 and whatever it was at that time. So I had to send them in proof and show them screenshots, and they refunded me the $877. You know, so
okay. Sorry, I'll quit talking because
we're taking up. And Brad's over there like. Doo-doo-doo.
I hope the audience is enjoying it, like these two gentlemen speaking in tongues. But I'm going to need an interpreter.
Come on.
Let's see. We have a lot of people in here. I didn't get Jimmy's in here. I see Jimmy, old school flip. Jimmy Williams. Jimmy Williams is a friend of mine. Lives up in. He says he's a Southerner, but he lives in what's that M state up there? It's out on the island. Is it Massachusetts?
Massachusetts.
No.
I don't consider that Southern at all.
No, not He's below the Masons-Dixon line. He says
Mississippi.
No, he's north. He's north. He's on the Pacific Ocean. He's on the East Coast.
Montana?
No, that's out west, brother.
Oh, I thought you said Pacific Ocean. Pacific Ocean's over.
No, I meant Atlantic Ocean, East Coast. I'm sorry,
Okay.
East Coast. My bad.
Maryland.
Yes, Maryland. That's where it's at. He lives up there around Maryland, and he lives below the Mason-Dixon line. I like joking with him because he said, "There he goes." He said it right there, Maryland. See, Jimmy, go. I forget, man. We old, brother.
Jimmy Williams the fourth, ladies and gentlemen.
But Jimmy's a good friend of mine. I've been knowing him for many, many years. We play video games together. So
yeah, didn't you used to have a video game channel or something? Or you
I still do. I still do. I just haven't put anything on it in a while. I've been so busy with this stuff, man.
Hey,
I mean,
Ray,
sure.
Got a question to ask.
Okay.
Yeah.
You are from Nashville, right? Music
I'm
City,
here.
USA.
I live right here. This is where I am.
So you kind of
been here.
You got that Southern thing, whether you want it or not. Do you know who George Jones is?
George Jones, like the country music star?
See, Brad, I'm not the only one in the world, man.
He said it. He knew who George Jones was. This guy claims to be.
He's Googling it right now, man. I see his hands on the keyboard. He's Googling it right now.
I know who I know who George Jones is.
He said it too quick to not know who George Jones was.
Yeah, I know.
The guy's a country singer star based off of his name.
Here's the thing, Ray. This guy calls himself Buck Mountain Barn. He claims to be this country boy, all this stuff, and he has no idea who George Jones is. He never heard He Stopped Loving Her Today.
Well, George Jones is a Texan guy. So where are you at, Chris?
I'm in South Carolina.
South Carolina, so that might be where
I was born and raised in Georgia.
Okay. That might be a little bit of a divide there.
I'm just saying, it's the South. You should know who George Jones is. And if you don't know George Jones, you should know He Stopped Loving Her Today. But that's just, even if you don't listen to country music, that's okay.
It might be one of those things to where you can listen. You don't know the name of the song, but when it comes on, you're like, "Oh, I know that song."
No, he played it. I never heard it.
He had never heard the song before in his life.
He's too busy listening to I don't know, like K-pop or something.
No,
Yeah.
no. I
Yeah.
grew up. I grew up 80s
He's
hair bands is what I
Heavy
grew up.
metal.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that's what.
Yeah. Come
Yeah.
on.
The hair band, the hair. Okay, that's Ken Bill's expertise right there.
All right. So Ray, I want to say this. I'm so excited about April, man,
You coming?
because yes, I've already booked
Heck
my
yeah.
room across the street at the Win.
The Wyndham,
Yes, at Wingate.
Wingate. Yes.
Yes. So we
You
got a
coming,
room
Brad?
there.
I'm probably going to come up on Friday night. Weekends
Yeah.
are hard for me. I actually pastor a church, so
Okay.
the weekends are usually tied up pretty good with church stuff.
Oh, I
So,
bet. Hey, we're
but
going to church on Sunday.
I
You can
know,
take a break
right?
and come hang out with us.
So where's the church at?
It's in Nashville, Legacy
What,
Nashville. It's in East
uh,
Nashville.
is it okay? So is it close to is it close to Goodlettsville where y'all going to be, or Hendersonville?
It's about like a 20-minute drive.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, Goodlettsville is a little bit out on the. See, initially, I was gonna like last year. I was gonna have like everything be like around the downtown area,
Yeah,
but then throwing out the ideas to my friends and seeing how much the hotel rooms were gonna cost tonight. They're like, yeah, no one's gonna pay for that. I'm like, okay, I'm just used I'm just used to seeing that price on hotel rooms. So I just thought it was like normal, right? And then they're like, yeah, that's not normal. So it's a little bit on the outskirts. You know, you can jump on the interstate and get it wherever you need to go. So
We got a pretty good deal over there at Wingate. We're actually staying through, and we're not coming back till Monday.
oh, nice.
Yeah. So my wife, we was gonna go. Our anniversary is March 20th, and I stumbled there for a minute. I hope she's not watching. So I had planned a trip to the beach, Myrtle Beach, for our anniversary for 4 days, and we was sitting there. And I was watching your YouTube video where you was talking about it and all that, because I was already investigating it and everything. And
Yeah, I need to redo it for
right.
more like up to date to really give all the in stone details.
She was sitting there listening to it, and she says, "Hey, why don't we just use that for our anniversary trip?" I said, "Really?" And she says, "Yeah, I've never been to Nashville, and the
Oh, you're
Nashville
gonna love it.
Saturday night, I think I would love to go do that. I think I would." And I was like, "Okay, well, if that's what you want to do." So
You can listen to some George Jones while you're there.
who?
You can go to the Country Music Hall of Fame, and then you can get
Hey, don't Kid Rock have a place? He probably knows who Kid Rock is.
Kid Rock. There's a
Yeah, I
Kid
know who
Rock.
Kid Rock is.
Jelly Roll just opened up a restaurant there. There's a Blake Shelton restaurant there. You know, that's the thing though. Like I've lived here all my life, right? So I've seen like the commercialization of Broadway in Nashville, and it's a little, you know, like a little kind of like disheartening because I'm considered like a unicorn. Like when you meet somebody, you're like, oh, where are you from? I'm like, I'm from here. And they're like, oh wow, you really like grew up here? I'm like, yeah, because everyone's like from California or Texas or somewhere up north, and they're like, wow, you grew up here? And I'm like, yeah. It's like I remember when, you know, like where our church is, it used to be like the terrible part of town. Like you wouldn't dare step foot, you know, and now it's been like regentrified, and there's like every house is like a tall and skinny, like multi-million-dollar house where it used to be like one huge crack house, you know, that they bought out and they put multi-million-dollar homes there.
The church,
Wow.
the only church in town was the Crystal Methodist Church.
Hey, there you go. Yeah,
Hey,
exactly.
I seen a video. Hey, did you see who was it? Who's the redheaded guy that walks around and does the TikTok videos? That always does like the car videos. He makes lawnmowers out of them and all that stuff. Oh, Ginger Billy. He did a
We
joke
might not have
about
the same
crystal.
algorithm, Chris. It sounds like.
Yeah, he did a joke about the crystal Methodist or something like that, and it was hilarious.
Yeah, I heard Eric talking about that the other morning on RIN.
Yeah, that was
So
hilarious.
you probably went to shows at the Municipal Auditorium. didn't you?
It's
Right?
still there. I've been to
Yeah, I
plenty of
know.
wrestling shows there.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
I saw several bands there. They still have shows there. Seems like.
I'll tell you a funny story. I got free tickets to go to a Shriner Circus. The Shriner Circus is in town, and it was at the Municipal Auditorium. And later I find out that it's free to go. So like those tickets really weren't like didn't really matter. And the way that they make their money is that halfway through the show, they let people come down and in the middle, let you ride the elephants, or let you do all this other stuff, and that's where they really like make their money. But at the end of the show, we walk out and like a dumpster is like on fire. Like a huge dumpster right next to the venue is like just on fire. And everyone's looking around like, did anybody call? Like, what's the deal? And it was probably on fire for like forever until maybe like an hour before like the ambulance or the fire truck came and put it out. But interesting story.
Yeah, that's funny. So, have you ever been to? I'm actually, you know where Manchester is, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Manchester. Yeah.
I'm in a little town called Estill Springs. It's in between Tullahoma and Winchester, kind of in
Oh,
the
okay.
triangle of Tullahoma, Winchester, Manchester. So, you ever been to Bonnaroo?
I've never been to Bonnaroo.
Never been to Bonnaroo. Okay.
I have no desire to ever go to Bonnaroo.
Yeah, I don't think I do either. No,
That's in Manchester, right?
Yeah. It's just a farm off the interstate there, and
Yeah.
yeah,
I know in my 20s, everyone would always want to, they're like, let's go to Bonnaroo. I'm like, I'm good.
they had a rock festival there called Exit 111 because they were trying to find some things to do with the farm whenever Bonnaroo's not happening or whatever. So they tried doing a rock festival in the fall, and it was actually pretty cool, but it was all like bands like Slayer and
Oh wow.
Guns N'
I'm looking
Roses,
at the
Def Leppard.
I'm looking at the lineup now for Bonnaroo, and it just seems a little mid. Luke Holmes. I would like to see Luke Holmes, Tyler the Creator, Olivia Rodrigo, Hoser, Vampire Weekend, and Queens of the Stone Age. Avril Lavigne.
Queens of the Stone Age. There's a name I've not heard in a long time.
Right.
Long time. Avril
Queen?
Lavigne.
Avril Lavigne. I know that. Didn't Chris say that he was a big Avril Lavigne fan?
Yes, he did. He's
Just
a skater boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who?
You're a
You.
skater boy. You. Skater boy.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah. Anyway.
Who is it? Wait a minute. Who'd you say again?
Avril Lavigne.
Spell that.
Avril. Avril Lavigne. Lavigne.
N-E.
He's good.
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan of hers. I don't even know who she is.
Isn't she married to the Nickelback guy, Chad Kroger?
I don't know.
She's kind of cute.
Yeah, she's a cute gal.
I saw Slayer back in the day with a Megadeth in it. See, Ken knows what's up. He's got a. You ever seen old pictures of Ken with the mullet?
I have not. No, we gotta get
it's
Ken.
hilarious.
Oh,
Jimmy says
No?
she's so complicated.
Yeah,
why you want to
that's
go?
another.
So complicated.
You definitely have heard the songs, Chris.
Oh, he probably has.
I have? Okay.
Yeah, you've
I'll look them up here later and check them out.
He's only got. Chris just listens to Beyonce. And
Here's the thing, Chris.
No.
When we go to the meetup and it's the meet and greet afterwards, we're having the after party and we're gonna have karaoke. I'll make sure to queue up the Beyonce and the Avril Lavigne for you.
Oh no,
And-
we got
You asked, hey, look, you asked somebody asked on the Facebook page of song requests and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And I asked my wife, I says, what do you think? She says, Chris, nobody wants to listen to Christian music at the meetup.
I do.
Because
Let's go.
but hey, speaking of that, I googled your church and watched some stuff there, man. Man, golly, I can't wait to go there.
Dude, it's
I
gonna
can't
be
wait.
awesome. I need to send you a link to. We have they just dropped a new worship album, so I'll send you a link so you can.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yep.
Yeah.
Please do.
Yeah, we'll I'll have to check that out. Maybe there's some stuff we can pull into our church.
Yeah, it's really easy. You know, everyone in Nashville knows how to either sing, play an instrument. So it's like that's like that part of the ministry has like the most people. You know, it's like everyone's like a fantastic singer. You know,
Yeah.
fantastic drummer or whatever. You know,
You can throw a rock and hit a musician in Nashville.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I'll have to
It's
check
so
that out.
cliche, but it really is like a thing.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Yeah.
we get some of that spillover. We get some spillover from that even where we're at. There's a lot of musicians here, some pretty good ones too. But
Chris,
yeah,
can you play an instrument?
Me? No,
Yeah.
no.
No?
Well,
Okay.
sure don't. I've always wanted to try and learn how to play guitar, but I never did.
What about the
And
keytar?
oh
yeah,
man,
keyboard. Never
the
learned how to do that.
lamest
I could
instrument
bang
ever.
on some drums, but it wouldn't be pretty. You know what I mean? So
Mm.
you can do that, but I
We
could
do
bang
some
on a bass. It probably wouldn't be pretty either. But uh,
songs from what is it, the Belonging Co.
Yeah. Yeah,
up
yeah,
there.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we
A
do some of their
huge
stuff.
church.
Yeah, yeah. Um, I got a friend that goes there some, or he did go there some. He was a musician friend of mine. I didn't know that Ken was a rock guy. Now
He's a huge
we
rock
gotta get
guy.
him on the show now.
Yeah.
uh,
Ken was a
SSK
drummer, I
promo.
believe. Yeah.
I'll have to pull out my
Wow,
mullet pick and we can compare them, Ken. We'll have to check that out.
wow. Hey,
Yeah,
we went and saw. Look, my first live concert ever in my life was last year. Uh, so I went to my very first concert at
Your
51 years
first
old.
live concert?
Ever, yes, ever. And I went and saw Elevation Worship.
Oh, nice.
I took my daughter and my granddaughter, and we had a we had a big blast.
Where
It was
was
at the
it?
Bon Shakur. It was at the Bon Shakur
Oh,
Center over in Greenville, and we had an absolute blast. It was fun. It was I enjoyed it, man. I mean, I've never seen anything like that. Never been to a live concert before, so it's just like I was just like a teenager, you know.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah,
pretty,
yeah. That's fun.
it's pretty
we
cool.
do. We do a lot of Brandon Lake stuff too. So Leroy wants to know if your church is a mega church, Ray.
No, it's not. We have about, well, we're looking to expand to a third service, and we can only fit like around 300 people per service. And
Yeah,
we're running out of room. But we're
So
looking to open up.
you're a small church
It's
then.
like it's like in the middle. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
yeah,
So you can still kind of know everybody. And we're looking to expand to another campus south of the city because a lot of people drive up
yeah.
from the south, and so we're looking to do that. We're going to call it Legacy South, and we're actually going to. Well, I'm not going to go, but they're going to London in March to do some look to maybe expand in there. Just talking about it and
So
looking to it.
do you
That's
have
cool.
a ministry in the church that you're part of?
Me? Yeah, I
Yeah.
work with I work with the kids department. So we call them Revival Kids, elementary age, and I'm one of two people that teach on Sundays there. So we like rotate. So it's pretty cool. I love the kids, so it's just I love it. I love doing it. I've been
Right.
doing it for a long time, and it's cool. I really like enjoying doing it.
That's cool.
My wife works for the they opened up a private school there a couple years ago, and she's the vice principal for the private school.
Oh, nice,
Yeah.
nice, nice.
Teresa said that's not a small church. That's huge. We have like 50 to 80 people.
Oh,
That's
That's
because
actually a
your towns only have 100 people, Teresa.
yeah, Teresa. Y'all live out in the sticks, you know. Y'all don't have many people in your town.
Hey, Wolfman's goodies just dropped a super chat. What's up, Chad?
oh,
Hey, I got one for you tonight,
Uh
brother.
oh, which one you got for him
Let
tonight?
me see. Hold up. I want to work on it a little more, but here you go.
oh,
Thank
okay.
you. There you
That
go.
is great, man. That is absolutely
That's
wonderful.
awesome.
That is.
Yeah,
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you guys something. I watched a video the other day of what sold of his, and I'm gonna tell you,
I don't think
eBay sales have
I
been
gotta
slow
look.
for me. They've been really like it's day 3 and no sell on eBay. But This guy is selling KFC buckets for $125 on eBay.
What?
I mean, it's crazy, man.
So Ray, if you don't know Chad, he
I just
is the
subscribed.
most he's the most therapeutic YouTuber in the reselling space. It's just like therapy listening to Chad. And I'm
I
not
don't know if
even
you're being facetious or if you really mean
no, no, I'm honest to God. I'm not being facetious. That's the honest to God truth. He's just so soothing, and
Yeah.
he calls himself the Mister Rogers of reselling,
it.
and
Ah,
you'll see why. But yeah, it's just
yeah, he's the Mr. Rogers of reselling.
and
Yeah.
he's like clockwork. He does not miss a day, man. He's on it. I'm
He's
trying
every
to
day he does a video.
Yes.
every single day for
That's
like
what I'm talking about.
last 2 years, Chad. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop his
But
link in the chat.
the one video I watched this week of his, he sold the KFC bucket. It was actually two buckets. One didn't have a lid, and there was a smaller one that fit down inside of it, and it had the lid. So he sold it for $125. And then he sold some tin thing that he got from a neighbor. He didn't want to take the lid off. I can't remember exactly what it was. I don't remember. I don't remember how much he sold it for, but I was sitting there thinking, I was like, what? Man, I can't even sell a $500 item. And this guy's selling chicken buckets, man. I can't sell a coach on here. And this guy's selling chicken buckets. What's going on? It's great though. It's great.
You're gonna love it because he's got some. I'm not even gonna call it shtick, but he's got some just like stuff that he does every single day that you'll find yourself doing, like purchase, ship, and label. I love it, man.
He's got little gimmicks, little hooks,
He does.
little sayings.
Got joke of the day. So
I'm still
I
trying
love
to
it.
figure out his the hat deal he's doing.
Every sixth hat, right, Chad?
I'm still trying to figure out what he's
Chad has
the
live
deal
shows
with
on
that.
Sunday. I'm gonna have to check those out.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he's good. He's fun to watch. He really is. Just turn him on and go to work.
Is Chad coming to Nashville? That's the real question. We
That
need the
is a
Mr.
good
Rogers there.
Probably not. He has to take care of his mom has dementia, and I think
Yeah.
he pretty much lives with her to take care of her right now, and so he can't really get away much. But
Gotcha.
it would be awesome if he could come to Nashville. I'd love to hang out
Yeah,
with him.
that would be dope. Well, I know
So-
that if you can't make it to Nashville and you still want to like maybe like publicize your YouTube channel, your social media or whatever, shoot me a DM. Like if you want to throw in some stickers in the swag bags or some promotional material to just kind of get your name out there. A lot of people are doing that. So if you want to do it, let me know. You know, you can put in whatever and other people, you know, that's one of the things that people really like is whatever is in the bags. You just got to
So
say,
do we get name tags?
You'll get a name tag. You'll get a lanyard with a badge, and it'll have a QR code, Chris. On the QR code, if you scan it, it'll give you the rundown of everything for the weekend, the addresses and all that good stuff.
Oh,
And then
cool.
it'll just have a design, and then on the back you can write your name on there.
How many people are you expecting?
Around, we have 120 people registered. I think we'll have 200 people.
Holy cow.
Dang. There's your third service. Yeah, tell them to open that third service on the April the 26th.
I don't think everybody will come to the church service.
Yeah,
Most people
yeah.
will just go to the meetup. But I just wanted to give it an option because, you know, last year there was some people that just never been to church or haven't been to church in 30 years, you know, and just having to go with somebody that, you know, like there was a girl, and I won't say her name because I don't want to put her on blast. But she was like, wow, this is what church is supposed to be like, right? And I'm like, it depends, you know, it's whatever floats your boat. But I'm glad you came and all that good stuff. And I sent out a survey at the end of the meetup, just asking, you know, different things that we can change or what did you like, what you didn't like. The top, I would say 80% of the people said church service, church service, church service. Church service.
Yeah.
Let's keep it. Let's keep it to this year.
Leroy dropped in the chat there. He wants to know what the first Christian concert we went to. I'll go give mine real quick. It was a legit Petra concert. I went to a Petra concert back in the day. That's
See, I
one.
don't know who that is.
Yeah, they're like old school. Like they're
Old school.
probably one of the first
Christian rock.
slash Christian
Okay.
rock bands. You know,
Yeah.
so yeah, I actually went to a Petra concert back in.
Is
the
it like a
90s.
Skillet kind of vibe?
They were pre Skillet. They like
Okay.
all of those guys, all the Skillets,
Skillet's
and
kind of on the soft spot
the
compared to them.
Skillets and the Third Days and the DC Talks and all of those
DC
people.
Talk, man, that brings back memories.
Yeah, I went to that Jesus Freak concert at the Municipal Auditorium.
What was that? 1,000-foot crunch too?
Crunch.
1,000-foot crunch or whatever it was.
Oh, the dude from. So I'm. You know where Life Church up in Hendersonville. You know
Yeah.
that. Yeah. So we're like a network church with those guys. But you remember Pillar?
Mhm.
You don't remember the band Pillar, the Christian band? They were.
I don't.
I do. I still listen to them.
They were right there with 1,000-foot crunch.
Yep. 1,000-foot.
It's
It was 1,000-foot crunch, wasn't it?
Yes. It sounded like you said 1,000-foot crunch.
I probably did.
But no, the singer for Pillar,
that's
Rob,
cool.
he's actually one of the pastors of one of the Life Church camps.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I met him out in Oklahoma and had a thing we did out there, and so yeah, that was kind of wild because the whole time he's got his head like shaved now, and I'm like, I know who that dude is. I can't think of who that dude. How would I know this dude way out here? And JP said Striper in the yeah. I never listened to Striper. I know who they were, but I never listened to it.
Marsha asked if we know Triumph.
Triumph. I know Triumph. I've heard of Triumph. Yeah.
You heard Red?
Yeah.
Red.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they're really a Christian band or not. I was told it was. I don't know. Have you actually listened to their music?
They are. I mean,
Well,
let me take that back. I don't know. If
They
they're
may have started out that way, but
I don't know if they're Christians in a band or a Christian band.
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know which it is, but yeah, they're Christian adjacent anyway.
yeah. So,
What about you, Ray? Leroy wants to know what your first.
My
Christian-
first I think it was just one of those like winter jam concerts that come
yeah?
around, you know, where you have like a bunch of different artists, and I know the one that we had here at the Bridgestone, you pay like $5, you know. And
Oh,
you
is that
just-
all?
Yeah, well, it's like first come, first serve. You
Yeah.
you pay $5 cash, and then they have like it fills up, and there's people like lined up like down the block because it's only $5 because they just want to get people in there.
So are they still doing that?
I think so. Yeah, I
My
don't know
guitar-
which record company usually does it, but it's
Yeah, my guitar player at the church, or he actually moved and lives in Nashville now, but works for Dave Ramsey up there. But
oh nice. Yeah,
he played guitar for Colton Dixon, and I know Colton was on that tour for a while.
yeah.
He
It
pretty
says
much
here.
stayed-
I just looked it up. Winter Jam. It's coming to Nashville March the 23rd. Yeah, they go all over the place. Tampa, Jacksonville, Kansas City, St. Louis, Grand Rapids, Lexington, Columbus, Charlotte, Evansville. Wonder who's on the card.
So Ray, is
Sure.
eBay the only platform you sell on?
No, I usually last year I really wanted to get our Whatnot up and going, so I spent like 90% of my energy on Whatnot to get that up and going and kind of learning and doing what I needed to do on that. And which I like selling. I like live selling, man. I like it. So, but this year
You
has
like it?
this year has just been a little slow on getting back up on eBay, just because right now I'm focusing all my energy on the meetup. And so after that's over, then I'm really going to put all my eggs in, back onto eBay. Cause yeah.
I know you said you do electronics and cards on Whatnot. What do you typically do on eBay? That's
Same thing. Same,
thing.
the majority of the inventory that I get are through these Amazon liquidation stores, which I think that's going to pivot going forward because there's only like 2 good ones around the area, and the one that I usually go to just actually, is going out of business. And I want to get into the pallets just because I do work a full-time job and I can't really be sourcing like all the time. So with
Yeah.
these Amazon liquidation stores that I would go to, I would go one day a week and I would get, anywhere between 10 to 30 items. And that could either go into the whatnot or go onto eBay, depending on what the comps are and what they are, right? So I think the pallet is going to be good for us because we can still sell the good stuff on eBay and then everything that's like mid tier selling on whatnot, and we can go from there. So we're gonna try it,
Yeah.
give it a go.
So have you ever actually done anything over on Dibdit or District
I've
or any
not. I know that Kevin texts me probably once a month asking to come on Dibdit and sell stuff. I don't have an issue with it. The only thing is like the sample size is smaller. So I would rather focus my energy to where there's a big multi-billion-dollar corporation with advertisement budgets and doing all this to get new users on the platform, and I can reap the benefits of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I kind of what I would tell people if they were looking at it. I think one of the differences right now with whatnot and like District is on District you're borrowing someone else's audience in a sense. Like
Yeah.
for example, on Dibdit, you're kind of tapping into the audience that Kevin and Dave and Carrie have built, and whereas on whatnot you kind of build your own audience kind of thing, and
And I would rather build my own.
yeah, and I
And
think
that's
you can
just me.
build. I think you can build a brand within their brand. On it's probably easier to have. It's probably easier to have success right away, right out of the gate over on District. But I don't know. Maybe long
I'm the
term, you got
type of
more.
person that is looking long term. Like
Yeah,
if I'm doing anything on district, I'm doing my own district shop
yeah,
and
gotcha.
getting the
That's what I
reaping the
did.
benefits of that. Like
Next,
I'm not gonna go on somebody if I'm gonna focus my energy on selling, I'm gonna do my own thing and not like go off the back of somebody else's coattails.
yeah.
That's
Yep.
just me.
Well,
Brad's done the
next
same
time,
thing.
next time Kevin calls, just say bite me.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
and I've expressed that to him, and I'm like the
I've said
long
that
term.
7 different ways, and the guy doesn't take a hint. Hey,
What Brad's got Playmobil over there, and then I got Hadify over there.
Oh, Playmobil is the you have who has Playmobil?
I do. It's actually called Playmoville. It's a district for Playmobil.
Like
Um,
the little
yeah,
figures?
yeah.
Okay.
That's primarily what. Well, I say that's primarily what we sell. That's a lot of what we sell. We buy collections of Playmobil and kind of split it
Huh.
up and sell it. And of course, eBay's the biggest one of it. I've had a hard time. So here's the thing about when you kind of niche down a little bit. It's like I have repeat customers every single day almost. We have customers who've bought from us and come back to us over and over again on eBay and buy a Playmobil from us. But I'm having a really hard time to get them pried away from eBay and over to my market over on
Hmm.
Playmobil. It's like they trust us enough to just keep buying. Like we know them by name, they know us by name, but I cannot get people switched over to the district. I know it's a new thing, so it's going to be
It's a lot
hard.
of I mean, it's a lot of work. Live selling is a lot of work. Like if you don't have the proper um like infrastructure to do it,
Yeah,
it's a lot of work. Like you can't sell like all this stuff and be like, "Oh, I got to go get packing material and I got to go get labels and I got to
yeah.
go to this."
Well,
You
I'm just
can't.
trying to get them. I'm just trying to get them over there for the static sales because I know if they
Gotcha.
ever like we got all the same stuff on Playmobil. Well, we don't have it all over there, but we have a good portion of it over there, and it's hard to get them switched over. So it's not all. I'm trying to get them into the marketplace over there. It's a little more of a social kind of thing. I think once they jumped in, they would actually enjoy it, but getting people to do something new is just hard. So
Yeah,
Like
I
Teresa
get it.
said, it's not all live selling either. There are
yeah,
static listings over there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
and I have
I've purchased some static listings on District for whatnot, like
yeah,
sourcing on District. So
Have
what's the
you
one
have
that
you
Kevin has?
used
The bulk buys ones?
have you
common
sourced with
Yeah,
common.
shopcommons.net?
yeah, all the time,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
all
that's
the time.
probably, I'm going to tell you, that's probably I don't mean no offense and don't mean to step on anybody's toes, but I think
Oh, here we go.
shopcommons.net was probably the genius thing to do, to be honest with you, for resellers. I mean, that's just, that's my opinion.
Hey Ray, I'll let you know. Chris is secretly in love with Kevin.
No,
Yeah,
Chris is not secret. Hey,
He
Ray, I
sleeps.
will show you something, though. Look at
He
this.
sleeps.
show
He
me some.
sleeps. He sleeps with a Kevin pillow.
Yeah, it's one of
Yeah.
those like life size Japanese
Yes.
pillows.
Yes. One that you can wrap your leg over and stuff like that. He says it helps his back. I don't believe it. I think he just
Hey,
likes Kevin.
look, Ray. Brad sent this to me for my Christmas gift.
Look at
It's a
that.
personalized autograph hat from Kevin.
Oh my gosh.
I'm trying to find a hat box, a shadow box for hats to put it in. Because I'm gonna put it right up here when I do.
When
Well,
when
I get it in the bag right now.
he may not be there April
What?
25th.
yeah,
Do what?
So he may or may not be there April 25th.
Who?
Kevin.
Your boyfriend over there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. Oh, it's it. No.
Hey,
Huh?
hey, when Kevin came on the show, Ray, all Chris could do, he just wept for like 2 hours.
I did not.
It,
Kevin
it
wept.
was like one of those girls seeing Michael Jackson for the
It
first time at
was.
those
It's
concerts.
just he passed out the whole day. His wife said when he opened his Christmas present there that he wept like a child too.
You guys are crazy, man. At least I ain't sitting.
Uh,
Hey, well, at least Timmy.
yeah. Timmy! Leroy says, "Hey Brad, approximately how many items do you sell a day?" Right now, not a lot. It's actually kind of slowed down for us too. But when everything's pumping the way it's supposed to, we probably average 12 to 18 a day.
I
So
never find any Playmobil. It's always
So
Lego.
wait a minute. I
yeah,
do have a serious question here. It's about reselling. It's about eBay. So I want to know if this is a coincidence or not, because up until 2 weeks ago on eBay, we was doing really, really good, like pretty decent for slow time. And then last year, everybody knows it's been watching. We have knocked it out of the ballpark. But about 2 weeks ago, I signed up for Autoposher. I will say this: my sales on Poshmark has increased 100% since doing that. But
so
my
you have
sales
Because
on
you model
eBay,
the clothes,
more.
don't you, Chris? Don't you model the clothes on Poshmark? Isn't that why you're getting?
no, I don't model them. No. So that the Poshmark I'm good with, but my eBay ever since signed up with Autoposher, I don't know if it's coincidence or whatever, but it's just like tanked, like non-existence. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't. But I'm hearing other people are having bad sales too. So I'm thinking maybe it's a coincidence or I don't know.
So it's low. Like it's kind of, whereas it's usually a lot more uh, dependable or constant, or I don't know what word I'd want to use there. Whereas it's usually pretty steady. It's like it's more roller coastery now. You'll have
Picks and
you
valleys.
you'll have a $350 day, and then like you'll have like a $90 day, and
Oh, we're steady. We're steady at zero.
Oh
yeah,
wow,
Yeah, I haven't had a sale in 3 days.
yeah.
Day three.
for
So
real.
I
Oh
re-
wow.
that's crazy.
yeah, I
How
ain't
many
had a.
items do you have listed in your store?
Right now I got after taking all the clothing down, we got 800 listed right now.
Oh,
I did
that's
all
lots
that
for not having
today.
sales in 3 days.
Yeah, but I know I list $500 a day, and so I've still been keeping up with that, and it's just I don't know what happened. It's just like in 2 weeks. So in 2 weeks time, we've probably sold. So last week I went 3 days and didn't sell anything. I sold an item on Friday. I sold an item on Saturday, and then Sunday night I had it's like it woke up and I had like 9 sales when I woke up Monday morning from Sunday night. So that was Monday, and then I sold something Monday morning while I was packing, and then I haven't seen no sale, heard no cha-ching or nothing since Monday morning on eBay. But my Poshmark, hey, I'm selling stuff on Poshmark and I'm selling on whatnot. But I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I mean, nothing's changed. I'm still doing the same routine I've been doing since the beginning of last summer. The only thing I did different today was I took all my clothing down because I got to go through each individual piece and redo all that to make sure it's correct what it's supposed to be, and then relist it. But
From the
I
new
don't.
what is it called? The condition.
So eBay on the clothing, they changed their condition deal.
Yeah.
When you do pre-owned, you now have excellent, good, and fair, and
Yeah.
it's all subject to opinion of what your item
Yeah.
is. But you got to do the best you can with it.
Yeah. You think that's why?
I don't know. I honestly, I don't know. I thought it was maybe because I did the auto posture thing and it screwed up or something. I just honestly do
Why would
not
it
know.
do? Because it's taking the auto posture is taking your listings from eBay and then put them on Poshmark, right?
Yes,
Huh.
it's cross listing them over to Poshmark.
Yeah.
I can't. It's hard for me to see how that would do it because it's just
Yeah,
lifting the info from the listing. It's not.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't have like an API integration, does it? Like you hadn't connected Auto Posher to eBay. It's just pulling
yeah,
information.
yeah. It's connected to eBay. It has to connect to eBay because it pulls the items from eBay and puts it in
Well, but
their
I mean, like
inventory.
you didn't have to give Auto Posher permission, did you? You know, do you know what I'm talking about? Like with Bonanza, I think you have to actually enable like some kind of
Dang,
permission
Leroy.
to do that.
I don't know.
Leroy's been in he's been in Philly, right?
Yeah, Leroy's been
He
in
went
Oh.
Philly
to
for
he went
30
to
days.
Philadelphia and with a guy, and they were selling Eagles stuff. So
Oh.
he went like
Wait, what? He just like
Yeah,
went, like took all of his Eagle stuff and just like selling on the street, or like what does this look
yeah.
like?
So this guy, it was planned. It's something they had planned. They were either going to go to Buffalo or Philly. And when Philly won, so as soon as Philly, won the NFC Championship, or maybe even before when they went to it, Leroy and this guy went up there and sold, and they've been there for the whole time. He just got back. I
How
think
much
this,
stuff did you bring, Leroy? That you're there for 30, like that long.
dude. They were selling. He said they were like selling binkies and just you name it, just all kinds of Philly
That's
stuff.
great.
yeah.
You should have printed off like the bootleg T-shirts and stuff and sold those.
You
I
probably
bought a.
could have too.
We went to during Christmas. We went to the Mariah Carey Christmas concert at
Oh
the
no,
Bridgestone.
oh
It
no.
was a
You
pretty good
heard
show.
you heard the song.
I did. I did. I heard the song. So in the merch stand, like a T-shirt was like $55, and I was like, I'm not paying for this. And so the concert was over. There was people on the street like selling bootleg T-shirts, and I'm like, how much are the T-shirts? And they're like $10. I was like, oh man, let me see how much money I got. I had $8, and he's like, would you take $8? He's like, give me those $8. So I got a T-shirt for $8.
Dang. There's Leroy's answer, Ray. He said it wasn't my stuff. The guy that he went with is a capitalist. He spent over 250,000 on merchandise, and he had 15 vendors.
That's
Leroy being one of
crazy.
them.
So
He took him.
Leroy was working for somebody else then.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Man, when did he make the commitment to sell? Like, when did he buy that much stuff? Is my
Right? That's
talk
yeah.
about putting your money where your mouth is.
For sure. So how do you source your cards and stuff? I know you go to the bins for your electronic stuff. How about your card stuff? You going to give that away?
What do you mean?
Your
Like
secret.
your source, the stuff you source to sell on whatnot, your cards. You're not
Like
going to.
my like Pokemon cards and stuff like that?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I just get them like retail store, like Walmart
Okay.
or Target or
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
So you one of those guys when new stuff's dropping and you're there
Yeah,
right.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Like I'll go like today, either the Walmart that I'm in my town will stock on Thursday afternoons or Friday afternoons. And there's a vending machine in a Kroger in Goodlettsville that I frequently stop by because when they stock the good stuff. And so, yeah. But yeah, it's
Did
just
you?
I sell these packs to break even with the stuff that I want. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So like I'm breaking even, like I'm opening packs for myself, but then I'll
You're
sell some stuff
you're
to break
dealing to
even.
fund. You're dealing to fund your habit.
Yeah. So something cool that I like to do with the cards that aren't really like worth a lot of money is I'll put them in. I'll make little packs of 50 and sell them for $7 a piece on Whatnot, and they sell like all day long because they're getting 50 Pokemon cards. They're not like crazy good cards, but people want them because they just want to give them to their kids. And for $7, that's like a little bit over what a pack costs. And I get rid of the bulk that I don't really want, and I, just kind of recoup my money that way.
That is a great idea.
Yeah,
That is brilliant.
and
So
I'll throw in.
did you get any of the? So when I went to the Walmart to look for some garbage, not specifically garbage pail kids, but some penny sleeves and top loaders and
Yeah,
stuff like that. Did you get any of the? Just happened to be there today that the new Pokemon released. They come in white boxes. They're
yeah,
like
the Prismatic
$50 a box.
Evolution.
So there was a guy standing there. He walked up after I was already standing there waiting on a lady to fill, and he walked up after I got there, and he was looking. He says, "Are you here for new Pokemon?" I says, "No." He says, "Okay." She put out 6 boxes. He grabbed all 6
Oh
boxes.
yeah,
I was like,
I'll
"What?"
tell
Those
you
are
what. I have
$50.
not seen them in a retail store. I got lucky two weeks ago at that vending machine, and I bought almost all of them, and they're $50 a pop. And I went to my local card store and I sold them to him at $120 a piece.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
I could
So
have I could have listed them on eBay.
did you get in with the McDonald's deal that they was having there for a
No,
while?
that's not that. Those cards aren't really worth anything. It's just kind of hype. So
Uh,
I do have this. I don't know if you guys have seen that.
what is that?
That's me on a Pokemon card.
How did
No,
that happen?
I had them made to put into my Whatnot orders.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
sweet.
it's like
That's
a little
cool.
business card.
Yeah. That's nice.
I got
Yeah.
something pretty cool I want to show you. See if you know anything about this.
Let's see what you got, Chris. What's
Oh,
Leroy's?
It's
I
not
broke the
Pokemon.
thumb.
Let's see. Can you see?
I can't
Golly,
see
this
it.
stupid thing.
What is that? Hockey?
No,
I can't see it.
it's Ultraman.
Ultraman. Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
this is a triple R. This is out of the new card game that just came out back in November. This is a triple R. It's a refractor. It's a Ultraman Decker Flash type triple R. I know the lighting
That's
sucks,
cool.
but then this one's Ultraman Blazer Spiral Beret triple R. And
Brad's
there's
like,
only
what
like
the
5
hell?
of these in the set. I don't know if you can't. It's hard to. There you go.
Yeah.
It's only like 5 of these in a set. So I got 2 of them. So like 5 of these type of cards. I'm not saying
Yeah,
these are
that's
only
awesome.
2 in the world.
Like 1
you
of
know?
5.
Yeah.
Yeah. See,
Well,
Leroy is saying as soon as they won the AFC Championship, he already had the order, and the next morning we went to print the shop and picked up 2,000 T-shirts. That's amazing.
Golly.
Yeah. He also says Chris and Ray are giving too many of their secrets, and they are both going to put each other in hell. No, there's too many stuff out there. Here's the thing: like I've been in the Pokemon trading card hobby since like 2016, and there's ebbs and flows, right? So like I know like right now is like really hot, so anything sells. So like if I could have, I haven't even opened up any of those boxes of the new set. I've found them, but they're going straight to getting sold because
Yeah.
I would rather sell them than open them up
well,
because you just
I've
never know
got
what
these
you're gonna get.
I've got these World of Warcraft cards. Like this is a
Oh,
one.
cool.
This is a 1 of 100,000. Then there's this one. It's also a 1 of 100,000.
Are they really World of Warcraft cards?
Yeah.
I didn't know
Yeah,
they
I've
made
got
trading cards.
I didn't know they made them either.
Yeah.
it's like part of the game thing. Or
Okay.
something.
That's kind of cool. That's pretty cool.
I've got like
It is.
4. I got 4 boxes of those, and I have no idea what they are. this box and the other three they were $3.99 piece at a Goodwill, and so
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
and I was like, I'll buy that and sell it, and I have no freaking idea. I opened that thing up, and it's like this is.
Profits, not projects, Brad.
Yeah, right. Hey, so before we let you go, Ray, kind of if you would just real quick, if you got like the elevator pitch for the Nashville meetup,
Yeah, for
you
sure.
got the itinerary, what you're going to do for the
I
3
do.
days.
Yeah, let's. I'm gonna pull that up right quick. So, guys, April 25th through the 27th, Nashville meetup. The meetup is 100% free. Check out the Facebook page. More information on there. Of course, there's a registry there. We're only gonna do 150 swag bags, just because, again, some people are putting their own stuff in there. So having them say, hey, you need to put 300 of whatever you're putting in there in the bags, because there's that many people, is a little bit of a stretch, to some people financially. So we're capping it at 150. And I do want to give a huge shout out to all of the sponsors. And guys, if you want to sponsor the meetup, you can still do that as well. And so we want to give a shout out to American Bubble Boy for being the sponsors, my reseller Genie, Vendu, Mike Mecco Meetups, the Boys in the Locker Room podcast, I'd Flip That, ABC Mike, ABC Matt, Frizzy Finds, Dibbed It, Shop Comments, and SSK Promo, all sponsors of the meetup. So let me run down the meetup really quick. So April 25th at 6:30, we're going to be doing the meet and greet at Jolly Ollie's. We have rented their event space, so we're going to have that outside. There'll be a stage, there'll be a bar there, there'll be servers, food, all that stuff there. There'll be an after party right after around 9:30. We're going to go upstairs. Chris is going to serenade us with some karaoke, so that's going to be fun.
He's going to commit to right here, right now, to do He Stopped Loving Her Today.
Wait a minute, me?
That's you.
You're going to commit. You're going to commit for Ray, because he was so gracious to come on your channel. You're going to commit to doing He Stopped Loving Her.
We might just like pull out names out of a hat.
Oh my gosh!
No, I do want to preface this.
Do you want to keep people there?
What's that?
Do you want to keep people there?
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably don't need me singing there.
Nobody cares when it's karaoke. They'd love it.
Yeah. So my reseller Genie is sponsoring a $100 Amazon gift card giveaway there. So everyone that's at the meet and greet, you'll sign a little iPad to get you entered in there, and then I'll just hit randomize, and the winner will get a $100 Amazon gift card. Cool. Joe and Nicole with I'd Flip That are good friends. They do the Reseller Showdown game show here on YouTube. They were bringing their game show live to the meetup, guys. So they got they're sending me the prizes here, and when I tell you that these are amazing prizes, like over $100 prizes, multiple ones.
Oh wow!
You're gonna want to come. Super awesome. So they're gonna be doing that as well. So moving on to Saturday, in the morning, of course, everyone's gonna be going yard sailing. And the next thing, we're going to be meeting up for lunch across the street from the hotel. There's a little pizza and pub place there called Long Hollow Pizza. And then we're going to head to the Goodwill Bins at 2:00. And then right after that, we're going to go to the game terminal, sponsored by the Reseller Locker Room podcast, which this is really cool, Brad. I don't know if you've been here, but the game terminal, it's a huge warehouse full of vintage arcade games.
Oh, wow.
They're, they took they're set to free play, so you can just go in there and play. And there is an outside event space with like cornhole boards and stuff like that. It's super awesome place.
Sounds like Flashback Arcade in Murfreesboro.
Okay, I've never been there, so I'm sure it's probably like the same kind of vibe. And after that, we're gonna make our way down to Chris's wife's favorite spot, Broadway, getting her boot scootin' boogie on, and just taking the sounds, taking the vibes. And then right after that, on Sunday, we're going to go to church, 11 a.m., Legacy Nashville, my local church. And then right after that, down the street, we're going to end it with lunch at Rose Pepper, which is a Mexican food restaurant. Because, we live in the South. We love, Southerners love cheese and queso and chips, and, the vibes. So it's going to be a great time.
And it's then and only then that you guys are going to realize that Chris has been missing since the night before on Broadway. And somewhere in the heart of downtown Nashville, there's going to be a guy wandering around going, Tammy! Tammy!
That's an inside joke that I'm not a part of,
It's
but
an
it's
inside,
funny.
it's an inside joke, yeah.
We'll have to. So I'm gonna tell him real quick before we leave. So you have to go back. I don't know what video it was on live, but so I used this mic. This mic was fairly new, and I thought I was plugged into this mic, and I was in the back room back then, and Tammy was in here, and I would hit the mute button on
Oh, you're
this
saying
mic.
Tammy, not Timmy.
Tammy, right?
Okay.
Tammy, my wife.
Okay.
My wife's name's
Gotcha.
Tammy. And I'd hit the mute button on the microphone here, and I'd lean back, and I'd be like, Tammy! And I'd ask her a question or whatever. And then I'd come back, and I wouldn't say nothing. And then the last time I did it, I hollered like 3 or 4 times. And then while I was doing that, I heard Brad, Tammy! And I'm like, what? Can they hear me? And sure enough, they could hear me the whole time. This microphone was not plugged up. It was the other microphone. It was.
He thought he was muting every time he was hollering Tammy. Oh, man.
That's hilarious.
How
many times did you let him holler at Tammy before you said something?
The whole show. It's like an hour and a half he was hollering Tammy.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. But guys, you anybody that wants to come, again, the event is absolutely 100% free. Just get here. Thanks to all of our gracious sponsors. If you want to sponsor, please let me know. If you want to add stuff to the swag bag, please let me know. It's going to be it's going to be a great time. Last year was an amazing time. And this year, I think, it's going to be great. It's going to be awesome.
This will be my very first meetup.
Well, I'm glad we're one of the ones to,
I went to my first yard sale thing. So, like, we was going to try and do the 127 last year, but we didn't get an opportunity to. And then somebody told me about the 50 mile, the one in Columbia, and we actually got to go do that. And I met Shane, and of course we ran into Leroy down there. And but I've never been to a meetup. I always wanted to go, and so we're finally able. We got one close enough to where I can go.
And you'll get to meet your idol while you're there.
I was going to say you're going to have to run block, Ray.
I know. We might have to get Jimmy. Might have to be.
Jimmy says he may or may not be there.
I love you, man. I love you. I love you so much.
So wait a minute. Should I wear the hat? No. Should I wear the hat?
You should wear another hat and have him sign it.
Can I sit at your table? I want to talk to you.
I told Brad, Brad jokes about that, and I'm like, look, it's not every day you get to have a.
He might give you one of his bracelets.
Oh, one of his what?
One of his bracelets.
No, I don't.
That mean like bracelet kind of guy. That's like mean y'all are going steady if you get one of those.
Yeah.
No, I'm not a bracelet kind of guy. No, not.
Speaking of, one of the things that we are giving out, we're giving out. I'm having made some one of a kind pins, like enamel pins. And so every year that we'll do it, we'll have a different pin. And I didn't do it last year, but for the people that were here last year, I made a pin for them. And so if you were here last year, come see me and I'll make sure to give you your pin for last year.
So are you going to have in the grab bag, are you going to have like a sticker that says Nashville meetup or anything like that?
Yes. There'll be a Nashville. A lot of people are doing, like, shout out to Happy Picker and Grumpy Picker, their logo of them like back to back, and Kyle's on one side and Lori's on the other. A lot of people, what we did last year, they did special Nashville exclusive stickers that you can only get there. So they have like a little cowboy hat that they're giving out. Like I did one last year, Paul did one last year as well. Kristen, a real squirrel, had her logo with a cowboy hat. So I think that's kind of cool. Have their like stickers, but like just commemorating the specific event. So Jimmy, we need some old school flip stickers with the little cowboy hat or little cowboy boots or something like that.
Yeah, I'm on a sticker collection right now. I'm trying to fill up my thing up here.
Yeah. How many Kevin stickers you got back there?
I got one Kevin sticker. One. Yeah,
One
it's
can
little
eat.
square ones, just like your common little square one that he sends out when you buy stuff from him.
Oh,
Actually,
gotcha.
Sure,
I
got one
think
of them nice fancy ones. The
Kevin might have
fancy
a
ones come
restraining
from.
order.
I
Kevin
got
might
a
have a
fancy one
restraining order.
from Grams and Pops Vintage and a fancy one from Phil Five Dime.
Yeah.
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 Shout out to Phil 5 times. He'll be
Yes.
there. Our boy Phil. What
Oh,
were you
really?
saying, Brad, before Chris really interrupted you and
I
talked
was
over you?
I was just gonna say that Kevin might have a restraining order against him
Yeah.
by the time we'll get to Nashville. But anyway, hey Ray, it's been awesome, man. Thanks for coming on. And
Gentlemen, thank you so much for reminding me. This was fun. It's like two
Yeah.
yeah,
dudes. It's like three guys that have known each other forever.
awesome,
I'm getting that
awesome.
vibe.
You're welcome to be here anytime you want to come, man. Just let us
Oh,
know.
yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
You got something you want to promote, or even if you just want to pop in for a few minutes,
Just
just
like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Definitely the majority of the stuff that I put out there is the podcast This Week in Reselling. Shout out to the co-host. We have Brendan with Big Time Flips, Joe with I Flip That, and Kristen the Real Squirrel. Those are three of my co-hosts. We have a fantastic time. We just dropped a episode today with Katie and Vicky from Boss Reseller Remix,
watched
which
it.
we talked about, how they got their meetup up and going and stuff like that. Next week we'll have Dan in Demand's episode will be dropping.
Yeah,
The
Dan.
notorious Dan in Demand.
Yeah,
Wow.
he's been on the show a couple times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
after that we'll have Jay Wright Flips will be on the show. So we'll
He's gonna
dropping.
teach us. He's gonna teach us how to sell toothbrushes and
Hey, let's do it.
and remotes.
No. That's Todd that tells you how to sell toothbrush holders.
I said, Dad, Todd's not. He was missing on that.
He is.
He was
Huh.
missing on that.
So check out the podcast, guys. This Week in Reselling. We work hard. It's a fun time, and yeah.
All right, Chris, it's
You
yours,
doing
baby.
it? All right. Hold on. Hey, everyone. Hey, thanks for. Oh, my goodness. Thanks for joining us,
Disaster.
guys. We appreciate it. Y'all have a great one, and we will see you next week.